So this is our Vipassana insight meditation, and taking a card here from Thich Nhat Hanh and how perfect it is for today. It says, love your own heart. So what is love? Love is treating your beating heart with a great deal of tenderness, with understanding, love, and compassion. If you cannot treat your own heart this way, how can you treat your partner with understanding and love? Short, but so sweet, and such a beautiful reminder. We have to love our own heart. And that is what's so important. We can't love anyone else, as my favorite RuPaul says. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? I spent the weekend watching several episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race, who I just love him dearly. And it's just one of those things, if we can't be who we are and allow ourselves to be who we are, we don't have that love within us then for anyone else. Right? So we have to continue to work. And guess what? We're going to do loving kindness in our practice today, since I pulled that card. But yes, let's take care of our heart. Yes, we know it's February and Valentine's Day is coming up and that sort of thing, but that's all media, right? That's all media. It's all about remembering yourself. So let's do that in our practice today, and we'll get started in just a moment. And so finding that sitting position that allows you to be alert yet relaxed, closing the eyes and resting your hands. Whatever makes you most comfortable today. Taking a moment to scan through the body, being aware of any areas of tension that may be quite obvious today. Doing what you need to do, maybe some softening, some relaxing, so you can be present to your practice today. Let's begin first with the attention to the breath. So we'll do that, then we'll work on opening the awareness, and then we'll have some loving kindness as we come to the latter part of the session today. So finding that anchor spot within your self, whether it's the belly, the chest, nostrils, this so we can concentrate and we can also quiet the mind at the same time. So taking a few deeper breaths so you can be aware of the sensation of the breath. And as you bring your breath to its natural rhythm, finding that area that will be your anchor today. Remember, we don't have to control the breath in any way. There's no right way to breathe. We are just here with that relaxed interested attention, discovering what the breath is like, having some curiosity about the breath with the sensations. So for now, if your mind starts to wander, just bring it back directly to the breath as best you can. No judgment needed. So let's do that for a while. So as we open our awareness to all that is arising, those may be thoughts. And remember, thoughts are not the enemy. You are just learning how to get past the storyline. And you can either return to your breath, or you can use the noting technique of thinking, or organizing thought, remembering thought. Maybe even looking at the thoughts as, is it about the past? Is it about the present? Is it about the future? As we did in our practice yesterday. Maybe you need to replace the thought with a kind thought. again, like we did in our practice yesterday morning. Remember, we're being caring and tender to our heart. And sometimes the thoughts that come into our head aren't very caring and kind. Maybe those thoughts bring maybe those thoughts bring emotions along with them. And can you hold yourself so gently and kindly and tenderly, having that understanding? And if you're feeling that emotion, where do you feel that emotion in the body? You don't have to change the emotion at all, allowing it to be present, whatever it may be, sadness or anger. Maybe it's even excitement. Do you feel it in your chest, your belly, maybe your jaw? Dropping out of the thoughts and into the body where that emotion is felt. Does it shift? Does it change? And then you can come back to the breath as it dissipates. Working with any sensations in the same way. If it's very strong, being with it, noticing it in the body where it is. Can you breathe into that discomfort? Is it warm? Is it tingling? Is it stabbing? Then, as the pain or discomfort subsides, returning again to the breath. So, continuing to allow whatever it is to arise, to be present, and then returning to the anchor. Moving now into loving kindness for ourselves, remembering that Tay said that love is treating your beating heart with a great deal of tenderness, understanding, love, and compassion. So finding that within you, that intention, that wish to cultivate these as we repeat some phrases, and I'll share some phrases with you. And you can always choose your own as well to work with today. May I be compassionate. May I be perfectly well and perfectly safe. May I be serene and at peace. May I be centered and full of love. May I be compassionate. May I be perfectly well and perfectly safe. May I be serene and at peace. May I be centered and full of love. May I be tender with my heart. May I be understanding of who I am. And you can find some other phrases that work for you today. Thank you for joining with me today and loving your own heart. May you carry that with you today.